garden sessions number, I think this is number 4, might be number 5. Who's counting? So yeah, welcome back to the garden. Got a fire on this evening. We'll sit around that for a bit. Yeah, just got a few more songs for you. This first one is off an album called Work Less. It was out a fair while ago, and it's called Return to Zero. Don't often play this on my own. Fortunes changing the here and now. What goes around's gonna come around, and what goes up is sure to come down. It all returns to zero. It's a secret formula, an easy rule. Things like love and altitude, velocity and amplitude, they all return to zero. Imagine a space where every journey begins. Picture a place where every journey ends. It all returns to zero. You can run, but you can't hide from the truth that matter is the same as void. Can't be created or destroyed, it all returns to zero. It's a cycle of life, is well worn. The sweetest rose has the sharpest thorn, and all that dies will be reborn. It all returns to zero. Imagine a space where every journey begins. Picture a place where every journey ends. It all returns to zero. The trials and joys of a distant day will clear like a jam on the motorway. The tide will wash them all away. It all returns to zero. No matter how much your fortunes grow, little or a lot, fast or slow, you can't take it with you when you go. It all returns to zero. Imagine a space where every journey begins. Picture a place where every journey ends. It all returns to zero. Thank you very much. Thank you. That sheep, what was that about? That sounded like, I couldn't work out if that was a sheep or a human being. We've got our neighbour is a hilarious farmer who plays great practical jokes, like things like that, pretending to be sheep. When we first moved here, my first meeting with him, I was in the garden working, and suddenly there was like this thud right next to me, and there was like, what on earth was that? It was like a meteor had fallen from the sky, and I couldn't see what it was, so I carried on with what I was doing, and then 2 minutes later, boom, there was another thud, like a meteor on the other side of. And that went on for about 10 minutes. And after about 10 minutes, I kind of looked across the field, and I saw Joe, the farmer, just absolutely creased up, laughing. And that was our first introduction to him. He's a proper trickster and a practical joker. And I thought he could have been impersonating a sheep then. Apologies, Joe, if you're watching this, for mistaking you for a sheep. I'm going to do a song that I wrote really for choirs. I don't often get to do it, but it's one that I quite like, and I'm thinking of it this time of year just because we're only just past the midsummer point, and we were due to be doing our kind of big coast to coast follow the sun adventure a couple of weeks ago, and this would have been the song that started the day off. This is called First Light, First Light on Lindisfarne. So it's just basically about greeting the dawn on the east coast and the beauty of the silence of that kind of thing in the morning. I just need to check the tune in. Yeah, it was a real disappointment that we didn't get to do all of that kind of work, but we had a merry neat instead. Actually, some of you were probably at the merry neat, which was great. Fantastic poems and songs and all kinds of things from all over the world. Actually, this is called First Light. First light on Lindisfarne, dawn suffuses the sky. Pink, violet and gold, night's sweetest goodbye. Gently rousing from her sleep to the dark's dismay, this earth stirs into life. Hail the waking day. Sun rises over sea, glorious to behold. Under that vaulted sky, a rich treasure of gold. And where Aidan proudly stood, here may we stay. This earth stirs into life. Hail the waking day. Thank you. That was First Light. I'm just having a look. I can see. I'm trying to do. I'm each week I kind of move up slightly, move up one level with this. I'm trying to do more things. I can see that some people are liking this. So Jane's there, Charlie's there, Ellen is there. That's lovely. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm sure there are more people there as well. Hurrah! Oh, and Janet as well. Hooray! Loads of people. Thank you. So I'm going to do one more song, and I haven't quite decided which one it's going to be, but it's probably got a theme of kind of keeping hold of your mental health. I can't quite decide whether to do a cheeky Andrew Sisters style one or a more poppy one. I think I'm going to do this one. So this is called F.I.N.E. I'm gonna the lyrics for this are going to be slightly different to how you might have heard them before, because obviously this is Tinternet, and we don't want any rude words on there. So this is, in case you mishear, that I'm definitely singing funked up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional in this song. And this is, it's called F.I.N.E. That's F.I.N.E. is an acronym. Angie, my wife, used to be a psychotherapist, and apparently amongst psychotherapists, if you say you're fine, they understand that in quite a different way, and that's what this song is about. Who are we trying to kid? We're all in the happy club, and it don't take much to take us back to the edge. It's a tentative grip, and our fingers are losing their purchase. It's a matter of time. Soon we'll be falling faster, and as the world goes hurtling by, plummeting downwards at the speed of light, we still have the grace to smile, and if anyone asks, we say we're fine. But we're barely conversational, funked up, insecure, neurotic and emotional boy on an emotional joyride. Whatever is inside, you gotta let it out. Emotional girl on an emotional whirlwind. Why don't you begin to really let it out? Every day that goes by, I reproduce myself, my cells divide, and I leave some behind. I used to talk to myself. Now we've decided to form a choir. It's a glorious sound, even though it's a little crowded. And if the world asks, are you alright? We have to take a minute to hypothesize. We take it in turns to construct sarcastic replies. We say we're fine, but prevented inspirational, funked up, insecure, neurotic and emotional boy on an emotional joyride. Whatever is inside, you gotta let it out. Emotional girl on an emotional whirlwind. Why don't you begin to really let it out? Your turn, you can do this. Funked up and emotional, funked up and emotional, funked up and emotional boy. Funked up and emotional, funked up and emotional, funked up and emotional girl. Keep that going. Emotional boy on an emotional joyride. Whatever is inside, you gotta let it out. Emotional girl on an emotional whirlwind. Why don't you begin to really let it out? Well, who are we trying to kid? Great, thank you. And that's it. That brings us to an end for another night's garden sessions. Thank you so much for tuning in. Next week, going to be somewhere different. Going to be a surprise. We're going to be, we're going to be somewhere else. And I reckon now that kind of restrictions are easing, if you fancy having a singer-songwriter in your garden of a Thursday evening, then do just drop me a line, private message me, or send me an email, or get in touch. Yeah, looking for gardens to play in now. So thanks a lot for listening. If you've enjoyed this, buy me a coffee. Go onto the website. You can get the new album on there as well. Thanks a lot for listening. I'll see you next time.